Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. And I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all true faith and sincerity. And today, pretty much I want to get into privacy. Because what else could we speak on in this lifetime? And one of those, really the perfect will of the Lord in this lifetime is the destruction of Babylon the Great, which is America. Yeah, the intents and purposes of the Lord, the God of the Bible, Yahweh Shema Shai, is ultimately the destruction of America, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures. And it's a plethora of ways the Lord is going to bring this place down. But what's going to submit, this overthrow, which is going to be in a violent manner, is World War III. But as you can see, we're seeing the downfall of this place playing out in real time. And one of those things, is civil war. That's one of the plagues Yahweh Shema Shai was sent. This that divide. So matter of fact, this is from Truly, the YouTube channel Truly, and this is the spirit on the planet Earth. This is the spirit that's in America right now. It says, unrest in the USA has me preparing for civil war, my extraordinary family. So pretty much, if you know about this channel Truly, it's a mini documentary, concerning certain people and their lifestyles or ways of life, or they might have a disability or something. But as you can see in this case, concerning a family that's preparing for a civil war, man. And this is one of many cases. She's just a representation of what the rest of these patriotic Americans are doing. And, this, matter of fact, let's get some real quick concerning this election. It just added more fuel to the fire, man. It was already, you already have the Republicans and Democrats who never seen eye to eye. And as we getting closer to the perfect day, it actually have gotten more intense to where, back then Obama, once he was elected, they were saying he was the Antichrist and this nigga's Muslim and, bringing all these things that would bring further division within the people, man. Then you had Trump, this January 6th, when they stormed the Capitol because they said the election was stolen. So how much more now? No matter who wins, the people gonna lose it, man. But all the pieces are in play for the prophecies to happen, man. So matter of fact, let's get this in the book of 2 Ezra 15 and verse 14. It reads, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. See? And that world is the world of Edom. See, Esau, which is the so-called white man, have to be on the scene concerning end times prophecy. When you read, for an example, Isaiah 63, you know that's concerning the return of Yahweh Shai. But where did he come from? He said, who is this that cometh from Basra? So Edom had to be on the scene for that to take place. Also, it talks about how in 2 Ezra, the 6th chapter, Esau is the end of the world. So this world is going to go out by the way of destruction, as well as those that dwell therein. The people that held fast to this man, his cousin. That's why they getting worked up concerning the elections. You know, it says for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. See, so you got these wars going on. It's wars on all levels. Well, of course, the main you got the string to the world a world war, but you're gonna have class wars, civil war. There's already an info war going on now, but you can see it's gonna get to the point where the swords are in their hands, and that January 6th was just a taste of what you're going to see, man. These people lost it. You know, you seen these Edomites with grenades. You seen all types of weaponry, and that's the spirit on the earth. They were holding their nuts for 4 years for this moment. You know, and you know they down so gonna lose it if you had a Democrat president, then another one come right behind it. That has never been done because you know you dealing with U.S. history. You know, you had a Democratic president. Then let's just say they do 1 or 2 terms. Guess what? It's not like another Democrat gonna come right behind his place. It's gonna be a Republican. So you know where we at is we're in a monumental moment, man, in history. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, in invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their power." See. So as I mentioned, that January, that was a brief, you know, a sample size introduction of what you're going to see, man. These people going to take it upon themselves, man. But that's the spirit on the planet Earth, just that spirit of the doomsday prepper. Why they even, you know, they had the movie Civil War to come out. You got a family documenting, prepping for a civil war, man, and that in itself, that's just one of many cases. She's just a representation. That family, that household, is just a representation of many throughout Babylon the Great. You know, especially these patriotic Americans. You know, but that's the spirit. The Lord is really causing this division. Let's get that real quick in the book of Isaiah the 19th chapter. Isaiah 19:2, it reads, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." See, the Lord said He's going to set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So this really, the Lord is the one that have orchestrated this, man. This divide within this country. Just like that's a curse. Just like how we was divided, our people talk about how your brother. Matter of fact, let's get that because that's really part of them curses, man. Shall have an evil eye towards your brother. Let's see if I can find that real quick. Bear with me. Let's see. Come on. It says Salakia. Bear with me. Come on. This is Deuteronomy 28:54. It says, "So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children which he shall lead." So, hey, that was one of our curses upon us. Even to this day, you see that hatred Jake showed towards each other. But guess what? That curse is now coming upon these devils. You know, the Lord has set that spirit of hatred within, you know, families broke up over that Trump motherfucker voted for Trump. Families, was broken up over that, man. Separated and, but it's finna get even more intense, man. So let's go back to Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19:2, it says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." So yeah, even within the city, you're gonna have Babylon, you're gonna have infighting within Babylon, but even on a bigger scale with the Edomite nations, these two superpowers, the Edomites and the American Edomites and the Russian Edomites, the Lord has set them two against each other as well. You got all this power, this technology, but the Lord have divided them, man. And matter of fact, that's one of those signs of a decaying empire. You know, they're not whole. They got that. That's like an open wound. Let's get there in the book of St. Matthew, the 12th chapter, 12 and verse 25. It reads, "And Yahweh knew their thoughts and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation." See? And you can see that these people are not seeing eye to eye. Because guess what? Even when it comes down to the decision, somebody gonna feel some type of way. And they ain't gonna let that shit ride how they did the last time, man. Just like with the Crown Vic, you know, this pandemic, you think these devils come and they roll another one out, you know, and these lockdowns, that these people just gonna say, okay. No, man. Dude, you know, all hell is gonna break loose. But this is all prophecy. This is the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai fashioning and shaping Jacob's trouble as we see, man. Jacob's trouble is being formed. We see it, you know, coming together, man, in its fullness. We in the beginning stages, of course. But you gonna know you in a time. So ain't gonna be no warning, no heads up. And precepts gonna make a whole lot more sense, man. Where it says, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And guess what? That city, Babylon, that great city, as well as that house, the house of Esau itself, is going to fall. You know? Well, as you can see concerning Babylon the Great, we see it. Even going back to the January Capitol raid. You know, these kings of the earth looked at America like, damn, you know, y'all, this was, you know what I mean? Like, damn, y'all really fucked up. Y'all in a fucked up spot. So how much more, man, when the decision happens, you know, it's gonna be all eyes on Babylon the Great. No matter who wins, somebody gonna do something. That's the spirit that's on the planet Earth. Why this lady prepping for a civil war? What's going to be the catalyst? You know what I mean? Why is that spirit that's in America right now? That's the Lord, man. This is prophecy. It says, "And if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand?" See, yeah. So these are symptoms to the end of an empire. You know, a lot of infighting. They can't agree. They're just like, even on with sports. You got two superstars arguing, and you know, the game, niggas lost by 20 now, cause they can't see, they ain't on the same page. So this is what we seeing with America, and really Esau as a whole. You know, Babylon the Great with this civil war, but even with this world war, the two main characters, America and Russia, two Edomite superpowers. But the Lord has set it up where they're going to take themselves out. Ooh, what's that in let's get that in Revelation, the 6th chapter. Revelation 6 in verse 4, it reads, "And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given unto him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth." So that red horse is Esau. But as you can see, his mission, his purpose was to take peace from the earth. That's why when the so-called white man came into power, that's what he was known for. His war. Oh, even with the Russians, talk about how not the Russians, the Romans. When you read Daniel, the 7th chapter, explaining that beast, that fourth beast. To talk about one of the characteristics of that beast was that iron teeth, man. This man is his military might. Even up to this time now, in these modern times, you have turned such as a world war. Somehow the whole globe is this nigga battlefield. So who else fit that role of that red horse but Esau, the so-called white man? You know? It says, and that they should kill one another. See, those world wars. That, you going to it, those was Edomites versus Edomites. It says, and there was given unto him a great sword, and the Lord, gave him the proper tools for these things to happen, man. That's why now, hopefully, you got missiles on the scene. That's his fate, you know. But even just going back, as we read in the second Ezra, the 15th chapter, how these people is going to rise up and swords in their hands. That's the solution for these Edomites. But it has trickled down to these, especially these American people. That's the most armed. This is the most armed nation on the earth, where you got just the regular city. A homeless man can have a 38, a deuce, you know, with 2 bullets. It don't matter. He's strapped. But as you can see, these people, that's what they're going to run to. They're going to run to their weaponry as the, solution, as a defense, you know. But this is the Spirit of the Lord, putting that strife between these people, so prophecy could play out in its perfection. But this is the Scripture talking about what was written aforetime, written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the Scriptures might have hope. So the Lord helped put the Spirit on a nation before to, kill each other off, man. Let's get it. Those Philistines. Let's see, is it first? I think it's 2 Samuel 14. Bear with me. It might be 1 Samuel 14. Bear with me. Okay, Khan. And this is concerning, we was fighting those Philistines. And I believe it was Jonathan. He kind of went ahead of the battle. But I'm just going to get to the point to show you that the Lord put the Spirit, on this devil to really fight against themselves. We need civil war to happen. We need a world war to take place. This is the only way we're going to get out of our situation. Nigga, talking about reparations. What's going to repair us is these prophecies taking place. So this is 1 Samuel 14, and I started at 18. It says, and Saul said unto Ahiah, bring hither the ark of the Most High, for the ark of the Most High was at that time with the children of Israel. And that show you too that they had that ark. Show you that was a time of battle. The Lord was the one that was going to pretty much lead the charge. That's why they always inquired of the prophets, should you even go into the battle, because it's up to the Lord, man. Talk about how the battle is of the Lord, man. So it's up to him how he want the scenario to play out, whether you get the enemies handed unto you, or he might go in himself. Talk about how the Lord had came over the tops of the mulberry trees, and he got busy. When you go into David, the Lord was getting busy on the battlefield. Like, nah, let me go first, and then I'll let you. So it says, and it came to pass while Saul talked unto the priest, that the noise was in the host of the Philistines went on and increased. And Saul said unto the priest, withdraw thine hand. It says, and Saul and all the people that were with him assembled. It's like, I'm going to read this again. This is, and Saul and all the people that were with him assembled themselves, and they came to the battle. And behold, every man's sword was against his fellow, and there was a very great discomfiture. See, so as you can see that when they came, the, the Lord put the spirit on these Philistines to turn on themselves, man. It was all this noise, and once they seen, they seen the noise was getting louder and louder and shit. And they came up and seen they was killing themselves, man. So this is what the Lord put the spirit on these devils to do today. We seeing these prophets. That's why I said through patience and comfort of Scripture might have hope, because this, of course, is recorded. The history is in the records, but even within the records, it's prophecy, man. That's why I said that. Why I said you might have hope. Hope is something concerning the future. That's a word that's for future tense. You don't hope on something that took place already. It's for the future, man. So of course these is in the record. This is the history. But guess what? The Lord put that same spirit on these devils today, because we need that to happen. We need these things to unfold so we can, be a sovereign nation, man. These problems had to take place so the Lord can make his return, So yeah, I just hope they were edifying. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rachakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, his teaching word, not true faith and sincerity. Shalom.